Welcome again to the tutorial. So now for the tutorial 3, we are using model in place tools in creating several components, and then one of the major components that we'll be providing, creating using model in place tools is the NGL and also the ground level. So now let's come back to our Revit. So now these are floor plan that we've drawn the other time in our tutorial 2, please. If you are missing out on how to draw floor plan in Revit, please I want you to go back and watch our tutorial and how to draw floor plan. So now the third one, which is using model in place tools in creating several components. So please I want to tell you, model in place as it is a very powerful tools in Revit, in which when you understand the concept of how it works, you can really do anything. You can really do anything on Revit architecture. You can do anything. You can model anything you really want to do. So you just have to understand the concept on the way and how it works. So if you have any question, please punch it or type it at the comment section, and I will reply to it as soon as possible. So now how do we make use of model in place to model various components that we needed? Now let's look at the elevation. We can either enter the south or the north. This is our wall, the wall that we've drawn, the floor plan that we've drawn in our tutorial and our previous tutorial. So now at this headroom, can you see now from the ground level to the headroom? So it is 3,000, exactly what we thought. What we put. So now for one of the elements that we are going to draw now is our natural ground level, and then which is of height 600. So from the ground level, which is at the starting point, so that's why we have -600. So now to do that, we have to model it out, and that is how we do that. You come back to your ground level. Let's look at the 3D of the floor plan you've drawn earlier. So this is the 3D. Then you can choose to change it to hidden lines. So since we are still working, so it's a 3D of what we've done so far. Now as you can see, there's an hollow holes, so we have to make our German floor. Our natural ground level NGL. So that's why we are using model in place. So now let's go to our ground level, and then how do we do that? Come to architecture, click your component, and when I click mine, I didn't click here. I hope you're seeing me. I click this, place a component. So there's difference between this and this. So now click model in place. Then you can choose to click casework, columns. I often use casework. So I click casework, and then I change it to NGL. That is, it is my natural ground floor. So I click OK again. Please ensure you follow this process step by step so that you can get it very well. Now click extrusion. Then after that, you have to set your levels. Okay, you've created a level here already. Now you need to set the levels. Okay, that what you want to model, I want it to be at this level in the elevation. So then I have to click my set. So after clicking the set, I have to change it to NGL and click OK and press OK. Then my extrusion, like my height, the height that we pen down the other time is 600, and then you put in your 600, you apply it. Then you now pick another tools, which is pick lines. You can choose to draw those lines you can choose to create those lines, but sometimes it takes time, so that's why we often use pick lines. That's why we are using pick lines. So then you pick the outer Can you see the outer? You click the outer of the wall. Can you see that? Now I want to show you something. If you go ahead and mark it now, it will tell you line cannot intersect each other. The highlighted lines currently intersect each other. Yes, it intersects each other. So these lines intersect each other. So then you need to ensure they do not intersect each other. So then how do you ensure that? You click your trim, and then I told you the other time in our previous tutorial that you will click what you like, what you really want. I need this one and I need this one as well. So when I click it, it has gone, the intersected line has gone. Then I cannot finish what I started. So now you finish it again. You finish twice, and then you now fill your model. You fill your model, and then can you see that? So now we already have our floor. We already have our floor. So those are the components that we use model in place to create. So then one of those stuff we can see to create is the heart, the original heart. So I don't know how do we do that. You come to your architecture again, model in place. You click component, model in place. Now you click casework, so I can change it as my G, my ground, my heart, the heart. So then you click OK. You click extrusion. Then when you click extrusion, the next thing you do is to set. You set it. So you set it to NGL. You press OK. And then this time around, it is negative 600. I want it to be at the bottom. That's why I cheapen negative 600. Then I pick my rectangle. So pick my rectangle. Then I draw it over the plan. So now let's check what we've done in 3D and see how far it has gone. Can you see that? So can you see that we have the ground floor now? It's already there. So now you know what? Ensure you understand all those concepts on how we use the model in place command. So to model those components that we need. Join me in the next tutorial.